I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. Hi, welcome to Learning for the Live in UK test, part 592 while doing morning stretching. The morning stretching in the second half of the video, and if you participate in the morning stretching, it is at your own risk. Now, we stumbled in the book across when talking about civil service and public service, and we basically just want to find out what it is, what jobs it are, who it are. We are searching now in part 6 or 7, so around an hour, and we found out that we are marine biologists, weapon engineers, veterinary surgeons, and we know about someone who was a clinical surgeon and veterinarian, and then changed over in the public service to do food agency controlling. And now we are having here a few things. Different types of administrative jobs in the offices where pensions are giving out or driver's licenses are made. These types of offices seem to be part of the public service, and we are giving here some jobs out and saying that the different types of jobs you can work in. You can do some here more for grade 7, handling high complex works, leading teams, providing expert advice, fostering team development, and then we're having also some prizes. It started with around £23,000 per year probably, and now we're here by 49,000, grade 7, grade 6, 59,000. Leading a team that delivers a large piece of work or change, communicating with important stakeholders, making decisions about what the team does and how responding to import changes in legislative and policy, 59,000. So that sounds now suddenly very much like administrative jobs. We're going on. On part 6 or 7, we just want to find out who is the public service, what jobs are it. Maybe we are searching completely wrong, but departments. Firstly, about the application. We use various methods like application forms, CVs, online tests, and interviews to find the right person for the job. We already have it, and I said, how about the right job for the right person? Finding and making your application, shifting and shortlisting, assessment and outcome. Now where we have to click on. Making your application. We had finding the right job already. You consider a number of different factors when using your suitability for a role. We call these success profiles and encourage you to read more about them. Give yourself plenty of time to complete your application form. We want to know what makes you an excellent fit for the job. Departments. See civil service for full list of vacancies in each department. We already were there. Life and and we need to say we are Robert, and we need to say what job we are searching for. With other words, we are not getting a list. We should already say what job, and if we're saying what job, maybe we're doing something wrong, we should say a second time that we're Robert, and if we're doing it again, I think that was also we stop there. But maybe it's all the technical issues, so we're not here to get a job. We are here to want to know what public service is. Early careers. Okay, apprenticeships. They said as apprenticeships you can learn and get money already at the same time. Okay, civil service apprenticeships are ideal for anybody who wishes to work in areas which make a real difference to the UK society. With the added bonus of getting money, apprenticeships can be undertaken in England with opportunities available at level 2 to 7, and each level corresponding to a different education qualification. Level 2 GCSEs, Level 3 A levels, Level 4, 5 higher education, Level 6 bachelor degree, Level 7 master degree. Roles are available across a range of professions: science and engineering, counter fraud, customer service, cybersecurity, digital, economics, financial, legal, operational delivery, social research. To any eligibility, anyone that meets CS nationality rules, aged over 16. Okay. What is the civil service? We already were there. We're just saying how the job is, not what the job is. Departments, we're back on the main page. Okay. We are now going somewhere else. Back, all your visuals. Civil service. Okay. Wikipedia. Maybe we're going to say as in one sentence what a civil service is. Civil service, United Kingdom. In the United Kingdom, the civil service is the permanent bureaucracy and secretariat of Crown employees that support His Majesty's government, the Scottish government and the Welsh government, which is led by a cabinet of ministers chosen by the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Okay, it is the permanent bureaucracy and secretariat of Crown employees. The number of civil servants, 2013, 500,000. 100,000 working in Department for Work and Pensions, 50,000 Ministry of Defence, 80,000 HM Review and Customs, 40,000 National Offender Management Service, 20,000 Her Majesty Courts and Tribunal Service, 10,000 Home Office, 10,000 UK Border Agency, 7,000 Crown Prosecution Service, 5,000 Welsh Government. The other ones now 11,000. Scottish Government Foreign Commonwealth Office, HM Land Registry, Ministry of Justice, Scottish Prison Service, Defence Science and Technology Laboratory, Animal Health and Veterinary Laboratory. It's not sharp enough. I can't read it. But I can click on it. Maybe it's good sharp. Okay. Department for Business Innovation Skills, Department for Education, Defence Support Group, Driving Standards Agency, Animal Health, Department of Energy and Climate, Scottish Court Service, Skill Funding, FCO Military Company, South Treasure, Solicitor, Register of Scotland, Maritime and Coast Guard Agency, Ordnance Service, Office for Standard Agent Treasury, Food Standard Agency, Department for Environment, Food. Okay, the big ones were Department for Work and Pension, 100,000. Department for Work and Pension, Service Administrative Jobs in these offices. Ministry of Defence, 50,000. So that seems to be soldiers. The United Kingdom has more soldiers than 50,000. Ministry of Defence, 50,000. HM Revenue and Customs, so it seems to be again an office job. 70,000. 50,000 National Offender Management Service. What is that? Has it something to do with crime? 20,000 Her Majesty's Court, so in the court, in the Home Office, Border Agency, Crown Prosecution, Driver and Vehicle License Agency. So it seems to be Office 500,000, 250,000 seem to work, or 200,000 seem to work in different types of offices, and then a bit more specified in the court system, Cabinet Office, Department for Transport, Rural Payment Agency, Scottish Court Service, Department of Energy and Climate, so around 300,000 people's office jobs which manage all that the United Kingdom works. That is an answer. That is the answer we searched for. It took us around 10 seconds after we searched somewhere else as by the officials. Maybe we had a completely different approach with asking what jobs are this, and by the people who give the jobs out. In general use, the term civil service in the United Kingdom does not include all public sector employees, although there is no fixed legal definition. The term is usually defined as servant of the Crown working in a civil capacity who is not the holder of a political office. Okay, that makes all sense. Let's go short on the public sector. Also called the States. That is not for the United Kingdom exclusively anymore. Okay, that's a bit... No, it is for the United Kingdom. 18% of all people in the employment of UK work in the public sector. 5 million people work in the public sector. 1.6 million NHS, 1.5 million education, 1 million public administration. Some banks moved in 2008. Okay, it's a bit more complex. And the whole thing, maybe we're going to actually use Wikipedia. Whatever we do, we are coming way closer. All our assumptions are right, but they are not precise. And now we're trying to precise them more in the following parts. If you're here to look further into what is, we don't want to get a job there, maybe, but we want to know how the country runs, and we have to know what the public sector is, what is the civil service, and we don't say it in the book. And I never met a person on the street saying, hey, you know what, that is the thing, and I don't know where people learn it. It's not happening in the Life in UK book. No morning stretching. If you're here for that, you can do it, but it is at your own risk if you participate in it. We are having the leg standing shoulder wide apart, and if we're breathing in, we're doing forward shoulder circles back, front, and down, back, front, and down, and again. And now backwards. Five million people working in the public sector. The United Kingdom has 6 million people, so a workforce of around 30 million people. That means every fourth person is working well, and we don't know what it is. It can't go on like that. We assume that we have a broad assumption, but we don't know. Next exercise, we're breathing in and lifting the shoulders up. And now we're letting it down. And again, in, the arms up. And out and down. Again, in, shoulders up. And out and down. Again, in, the shoulders up. And out. And no, we're lifting the arms up. Doing the upper plucker, reaching high, pretending to take the hanging high on the upper branch, to turn it around, and then to pluck. And the last two. And now we're doing the shift up. Arms to the outside, we're breathing in. And out. Shifting over to one side, just with the upper part of the body. Breathing in. And out over to the other side. Again in. And out. And in. And out. Again in. And out over to one side. Again in. And out. Also last time. Now breathe in. We're doing the buffalo fighting and hang out. Breathe in. And out, we're leaning onto our knees. Breathe in. And out, one shoulder in front. Again in, shoulder back. And out, another shoulder in front. Breathing in. And out. Again in. And out, shoulder in front. One more round, breathe in. And out. In. Out. In. And out, hanging down. And breathing in. And out over to the other leg. Breathing in. And out over to the other leg. Breathing in. Out into the middle. And breathe in. And on the back, sliding up off around back and making it backwards. Shoulder, shoulder. Vagina pose. Toes upon the toes are pointing to the outside. We're having an unaligned space between our heels. We're bringing in and lifting the arms up. And out, we're sinking down. And we're placing the elbows against the inside of the knees. And now breathe in and straighten up the back. And again, out, we're coming back up. Breathe in. And out again down. Breathing in and straighten up the back. And out, we're coming with the back up. Breathing in. And out again down. Breathe in and straighten up the back. And out, we're coming up in one straight line. The seahorse pose, we're having a good standing leg. The other leg comes with a heel on top of a knee of standing leg. Breathe in. And out, and we're sinking down. And out on the other leg. Looks only if you can look for it into the knee. And we're sinking down. And we're doing a closing exercise. We're breathing in. Out. And in, close the leg. And out. Hi, thank you very much, and until next time.